Yo, what's up, YouTubers? Welcome to Never Lost Adventures. Derek Brown here, going solo. My wife has been busy, but I'm not gonna lie, she's actually behind the camera now. Fun stuff. So today we got a little side project that we're doing. It is much needed. I kept forgetting to do it. And before we put the fiberglass on and do some other things, I wanted to go ahead and do this. That way it's just like, this kind of needs to come first instead of taking stuff apart and then trying to create it and then taking it apart again, or putting it back together and taking it apart. So this is what we're doing. We're doing bed stiffeners. So Tacomas or any trucks that you jump, you wear and tear, you're doing more than what it's built for structurally. Things loosen up and things bend and tweak. So one of the biggest things is we need a bed stiffener that attaches this point to this point, same on both sides. So I will show you here very quickly with this right angle. It is perfectly 90. Now there is a gap because it's dented. I probably did something with it, but it's still a 90. Now if we go to this side on the other hand, it is not a 90. It is already bent out. So now when I create this, hopefully this will get pulled back in and not stay bent. Moving towards McNeil Racing fiberglass, it's gonna take away the metal, and so sometimes I think even though it's thin metal, it's going to help keep the rigidity, and fiberglass it's strong, but it's malleable. So we definitely want to make sure that these are stiff. I'm going to create it. You can get these online, you guys. I'm not going to name companies, but there are several companies out there, off-road companies that sell these. There's a couple different versions, and they're great. They're fine, but they're $150 to $200 for the pair. And to me, I'm a welder fabricator, sees the opportunity, make some content, and maybe help you out. So this is what we're gonna do today. So I have scrap 1.5 by 1.5 stainless steel angle. And I've seen some guys, so this needs to go here horizontally, and then you have a vertical piece as so. So either I can cut this and weld it, and I have this nice stiff piece to it, right? I've seen some guys cut your angle and bend it, but even with 1/8 inch stainless steel, that takes a lot to bend. And I like the 1.5 inch, it's fine. But if you look at the hardware and I split that, it's gonna be pretty close to the hardware. So I want a little flatter platform. The other thing that I don't like is this. Now there's a company out there that sells them and they have this go all the way across. Now, if you think about this, this is approximately 10 to 10.5 inches long. So I have 10 inches, just call it, plus 10 inches is 20 inches. The Toyota Tacoma bed is already narrow as it is. So now I lose 20 inches overall for things just to slide out, and I have to pick up and over. Not my gig, I don't want to do that. So I opted out doing this, and we're gonna use 2 inch by 3/16 mild steel, which is better. I have a 1/2 inch wider footprint, and then when I go ahead and butt this up, now I can just create a simple gusset. And I can gusset both sides, and I can extend it and make a right triangle. So then that means the majority of my gusset is vertical and less of my gusset is horizontal. So then that way I'm only losing 2 to 4 inches of bed space each side, so now only 8 inches, which I like better. The other reason I wanted to create them on my own is because I wanted to make new tie-down spots. So I want several tie-down spots. And I didn't really like the other options that these other companies made. And again, I'm a fabricator, so let's fabricate. So that's what I have thus far, and let's get into creating them. With this build and these gussets that I'm designing, I'm not taking one straight solid piece of material and using a press brake to make my angles. I'm simply taking 4 pieces of material and pretty much gluing them all together. Once I double checked my fitment and all my angles, I went ahead and moved forward with drilling my pilot holes. Now going back and double checking the placement of my pilot holes, I went ahead and used the actual drill bit size that I needed for the mounting. Be sure to clean up all your material and make sure there's no debris or sharp edges, so when you go to tack your gussets in, just everything fits accordingly. Now before you fully weld out your material, tack in your gussets and make sure, again, all of your angles are correct. Once you feel secure with all of your angles and your mounting points and the overall fitment, go ahead and weld out your gussets first, because welding out the gussets will give your bracket the extra rigidity that you need. And when you weld out the inner and outer parts of the 90, it won't push or pull due to the heat. Also, in regards to the heat, be sure to kind of dance around both of your pieces of material, because if you weld out all in one spot, it's going to overheat and your piece is going to bend and move. Thanks to Devin measuring out those gussets for me, I was quickly able to install them myself without having to do that extra work. All right, you guys, completed the major part of the fabrication of the bed stiffeners. This is what I've come up with, as you'll see in the video. But up close, final process, I got my two tie down points. I have 3 mounting points into this vertical piece. And then, to be all transparent, the reason why these are my gussets that I was talking about earlier. The reason why this one has the longer of the right side down horizontally is because me wasn't paying attention as a fabricator, getting a little too fast towards the end of the time, and I welded this one on the wrong way. I wanted them both this way, where the right triangle is going vertical most of the way, so then that gives me, like I was saying, the most room in my bed to slide things out, push in and out. But I decided to do one side one way and the other side the other way. And personally, I think it gives it a little personal touch, which I actually like. And my wonderful son, Devin, totally agrees, and it's good to go. So this is the mounting point. So that drops in there like so. And I have the other hardware in the back. And we're gonna use the other tie down strap that goes here. So this is the original tie down, right? That goes right there. And I think that I'm gonna go ahead and use it. That way I still have a little bit of room. This was the other reason why I wanted my right triangle gussets to both be tucked in on the horizontal part so it wouldn't catch like it is here. But you know what? Most of my tie down happens, you know, this way. Nothing ever happens outside, so I'm not worried about it hitting. So I think it looks good. Otherwise, I was going to take one of these rings and just do a through bolt and put that ring, you know, either here or here. But I think it's in the way again, and it defeats the purpose of doing this whole flat strap. So that'll go there. I will drill my 1, 2, 3 holes, and it's a simple process of removing the light. Now, like I said, I try to plan ahead of time, play chess, not checkers. So when I go to install these, I will install these when we're done or when we have to take all of this off to do the McNeil Racing fiberglass, because I have to remove the light anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And this hole, this top hole right here, actually drills into the bedside. So, like I said, planning ahead, there's no reason for me to mount these and then take everything apart, put the new bedsides back on, and take everything apart again. Doesn't make any sense. So these are it. I think they look good. I like the, you know, perpendicular hooks for different reasons, and it just, I don't know, it fits for me, it works for me. These are both pretty much on point. They're pretty straight, which is good. And that's mainly because this is round and this is totally square. So same thing, this will line up like so. And as you can see, that bedside is out, that's way out. So what I'm hoping is when I go ahead and mount these, that starting down here, it slowly pulls this bedside in. I hope that it's not that tweaked, or it actually just tweaks that. And that's why I was hoping that these are rigid enough using the 3/16. That is kind of the minor part of where using the angle would have come more in handy, because it makes it way more rigid. But you know, because it comes all the way, but no difference with the gussets. So that's it, you guys. So like I said, you can purchase these online for 150 to 200 bucks, or you can just get crazy and fabricate some yourself. I've already seen a couple videos of some really amateur guys welding them, and they turned out totally fine. It doesn't have to be too intricate or too detailed. So just up to your design and how you want it. So that's all I got. Now we gotta paint them, and I'm gonna wait to fully install them. We gotta go ahead and drill these holes, like I said, and wait to install them. And I actually planning ahead of time, since we're already here, we're already redoing everything. We redid the bed, we repainted the tubs or the buckets, if you will. I'm gonna go ahead and sand this down and just repaint this and make it all fresh again. You know, like I said, we already have the dents and we have some other paint chippage right here. We're already here, just do it. The whole truck's gonna be painted anyways. This is gonna look nice, rails are gonna look nice, new bed, just make it all new. Go big or go home, it's a simple fix. So that's what we'll do from there. And I think me being my red and black, everything's red and black, I'm going to be a dork and tape these off, paint this all flat black, and keep the tie downs red, as the other tie down is also red. So just keep it in sync. So see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys need it, I hope you like, subscribe. If you guys got any questions on how I made it, or process, or all that stuff that you can't see in the video, please feel free to comment, and we'll see you on the next round. Take it easy. Cheers.